Okay, so this is a cable lateral raise variation for people who typically struggle when doing lateral raises with dumbbells, where they'll feel the traps feel overactive or take over during the movement. It's actually a really useful exercise for hypertrophy as well. It's something that best works with higher reps, so you can use anything from 12, 15, 20 and above. But the main thing is to nail these cues and get the technique right before adding any weight or overload. So what you're going to do is, if you just bring your hand by the palm of your side and just make a fist, that's going to be the height that you want the cable to be at. What you do is just going to hold the cable with the palm facing up towards the ceiling, and then just take a step to the side. Now what you want to do is, just before the cable or the weight attachment moves, is you want your delt to be on a full stretch. And what you're able to do is stretch the posterior fibres, or just some of the fibres just at the back here at the top of the deltoid, are just going to get a little bit of a stretch through there. Then what you're going to do is just going to drive your palm of your hand down, and the cues are, you're going to push your shoulder blade as if you're driving it down to the ground, and you're also going to be pushing your hand as far away to that point there, as if you're trying to scrape the back of your hand across the floor. So that's a really key cue, is scrape the floor with the back of your hand as you're going away in that direction. Now, due to the mechanics of this exercise and the direction of the cable, the most challenging portion is essentially from here up to about here. Now, as I come up to this movement, this is due to where the cable is in relation to my shoulder, makes it a lot easier. It doesn't mean you shouldn't go all the way up to the top. It just means the main benefit from a hypertrophy point of view is in this lower region. So what you're going to do is take that full stretch position, and I'm just going to bring it across to there like so, and back. I'm going to make sure I properly initiate the movement through the shoulder, which is why it's so important that it's light, and then I'm going to go across like this. What you can do as well is, if you have the mobility to, is just rotate yourself away from it. This is again going to stretch all muscles at the back of the shoulder, and you're just going to scrape across the floor like this, go to there, and then slowly control back to the mid part. Very important. Pause, make sure you can create that contraction, scrape your hands across the floor, then back. And remember, this exercise works better for higher reps with a lighter weight, so you can control it, so you can keep the scapula a little bit further down and not engage the upper traps, which is a really typical thing for people to do. So give this one a go. It's really good for hypertrophy, and again, reducing upper trap involvement. If you find this video useful, make sure you give it a like, and to keep up to date with our content, hit subscribe.